Like many other places, Calvary Cathedral has closed down most of its functions in order to limit the chance of public spread of COVID-19. Now, sadly, this does mean that many of our pews, both up front and out in the nave, are very empty. But the side advantage of this is that there's no one to see what's on the tables. So we have our equipment table there, won't take too deep of a look. And here is the hardware that's actually running our live streaming. We were very advantageous. Calvary Cathedral already had this soundboard. It's used for some portable events, so we were able to roll that forward and plug in a series of microphones in order to source good audio for what we're putting out. We pick it up with some wireless units. The top one there runs our lectern mic. The two lower ones are the efficient and a deacon, so that the spoken word is picked up very well. The laptop itself there is running the encoding, and we'll go into that later. On the second monitor here, we've got our Restream chat service. Little squid, hello. That is picking up both our chat for Twitch and YouTube so that we can have constant messaging between both of them. Notepad, we prep some information, where to find the bulletin, things such as that. And here we have a screen capture of the software that we're using to send out our stream. It's Streamlabs OBS. It's a free piece of software. We are able to build in different views, so we can prep. I want to display a video. I want to display a webcam, or in this case, I'm capturing the entirety of the screen. We're able to set up different pieces, adding pictures, adding various mixes of mics. It's basically a mini television studio. Anything that can be put onto a computer, we can put out into the world. By using the sound mixers, we're able to attempt to balance out the differences between pre-recorded events, live events, and, of course, everything that we have coming off the soundboard that you saw earlier. And we'll real quick take a quick peek at some closer shots of the remote hardware that's actually picking this stuff up. And we'll take a quick closer look at some of our equipment. So the video is being picked up by two of these Logitech 920s. Very lucky. At the bottom, they've got a thread mount, so we've been able to put them onto a pair of light stands in order to be able to get high enough to pick them up. For some of the more remote recording, we have used cell phones a couple of times, and this little tripod has served us well for that. You may have seen during the Palm Sunday procession, the dean using it as a handhold. We also used it for the starting soon shot, and it's just been a nice little piece. Going into the audio equipment, these are the receivers for the wireless mics, which loop over the ear and sit next to the cheek, so it's small and unobtrusive, not very noticeable in person, and definitely not noticeable on our video. Don't quite have good enough quality for that. This is the mic used for the lectern. It's wireless, so we don't have to worry about cabling for that one. This mic we borrowed from the lectern, and it has performed well above what we thought. This picks up the choir and the organ from across the way, and we've just wired in a new one hiding right behind the piano to pick that up a little better. And since we were running cables anyway, we've added one for soloists. So cantering might be better and things like that. Of course, anytime you're running cabling, you can end up with small rat's nests and extension cables and all of that. Now, anyone who's been in the space knows we basically don't get internet in the church proper. We cheated really hard. We've just run a cable in and put a dedicated modem in there. So as long as no one steps on it, we're doing fine.